There's a feeling you get at the start of an adventure. You feel it in your veins, your pathways. Your heart starts beating, beating only for discovery. My name is Carter Hall, and this is the last thing I will write. I have lived many lives, but I still remember that night as if it were yesterday. One day, a young man saw a light in the sky, so we rode out to that place. In the air, you could feel this was the beginning of something big. Something was coming, something wonderful. I felt it was a message from the gods. I didn't understand what was happening. We simply watched a flying object pass by. Without a doubt, this would be the lead to the greatest mystery in the history of mankind. And it was written in metal. We began on the island of the Bermuda Triangle. Recently, a series of tremors shook some facilities located on the island. But that's not all. The island has a volcano, and it was erupting. Dr. Madison, who is in charge of the site, records an audio message mentioning that the lava is about to bury the entire facility. He has no signal from his men. Most likely, they're already dead. Still, he's staying behind to protect the base's data. His mission is to deliver terrible news to the world. Something is wrong with the Earth's core. Something is wrong with the metal. Suddenly, something startles the doctor, so we see him grab a device containing all his data. The next thing he sees are metal hands covered in lava. The one responsible is Batman, who has arrived to rescue Dr. Madison. The Bat tells him the only way off the island is through the volcano. The doctor leaves with Batman. Both of them try to escape through the volcano, but the pressure is rising. On top of that, the temperatures are exceeding the safety limits of the suit. Chances are, the suit won't hold out much longer. The volcano erupts. The only thing Batman needs now is to make it to the open ocean. In the depths of the sea, Aquaman just spotted Batman and Dr. Madison. He manages to reach them in time. Batman asks him to take the doctor to the surface. Aquaman asks what will happen to him. Batman says he has to go back for the device containing Dr. Madison's data. Aquaman tells him to forget about the suit. The freezing current will consume him in seconds. The Bat replies that he can't do that, and he heads back for the data card. We're now at the shore. Batman asks about the others who were on the island. Aquaman says his friends are bringing them to safety. So far, no one is dead. Aquaman tells Batman that those facilities were a secret Wayne Industries site. They were conducting unofficial deep-sea drilling operations in Aquaman's domain. Batman wasn't just hiding this secret from the surface world. He was also keeping it from the Atlanteans. Aquaman asks what he's looking for. Batman says what he's after is locked beneath Atlantis. Someone is hiding something, and Batman's biggest question is, what are they hiding? Up in the sky, there's an invisible aircraft. Someone has been watching them this entire time. The pilot mentions that Batman can search all he wants, but he won't find anything. Then he asks Lady Blackhawk to take him home. We're now on the planet Mogo. Ganthet tells Hal Jordan that he's being temporarily removed from active service. For now, there is a private mission of utmost importance. This mission must remain secret, and he must not tell any other lantern, especially not the ones from Earth. Here's the situation. A terrible darkness is about to descend upon Earth. Hal Jordan must not allow that to happen. Ganthet gives him the coordinates for the source of the threat. Hal Jordan is shocked when he sees where the threat is coming from, Gotham City. More specifically, the Batcave. Hal Jordan arrives. What comes next is finding whatever it is that has Ganthet so worried. He wants to make it quick. Let's just say he doesn't feel very comfortable in the Batcave. Suddenly, Hal is surprised by Duke Thomas, a new apprentice of Batman. Duke kicks him in the face, but Hal immediately stops him with the power of his ring. Duke apologizes for the hit, but says he had strict orders from Batman. No one is allowed to enter the Batcave, not even friends or family. After a brief conversation, Hal decides to scan the Batcave. While searching, he discovers a secret door. Without thinking twice, Hal enters it, and Duke follows him. We now go to Philadelphia, where a group of the Immortal Men are gathered in a secret location several kilometers underground. One of them is keeping watch over Elaine Thomas, Duke's mother. For those unaware of what's happening, some time ago, she was taken to Wayne Manor after being infected by a Joker virus. That's why Duke is working with Batman. Every day, he and Bruce search for a cure for his mother. The biggest surprise here is that the Immortals had once offered Elaine the chance to join them, but she refused. Therefore, the Immortal Men keep an eye on her to make sure she never reveals their secrets. Despite Elaine being in very poor condition, the Immortals aren't taking any chances. They continue to monitor her closely. But why such fear of her saying something? Well, according to the Immortals, they have a plan, and secrecy is essential to its success. The world of public superheroes is heading toward a crisis unlike any before. The Immortals' mission is to preserve the future of humanity. Now we shift to Carter, better known as Hawkman. He's dreaming. In his dreams, he remembers something that happened hundreds of years ago. A ship made of a mysterious substance called nth metal gave him and his wife a deadly enemy, hath set. But that wasn't all. They were also turned into immortal beings, forced to reincarnate again and again through different lives. Each time Carter dies, he experiences visions of something enormous. Carter's visions are terrifying. In one of them, we see a giant statue of Batman made of metal. The statue is covered with mutilated bodies, and there are robots with Batman's logo monitoring the city. Could this be the Dark Knight's destiny? Carter wakes from his nightmare. After what he just dreamed, he's determined to uncover the mystery behind his visions. Meanwhile, the Bat is on the moon, in a Batcave located there. Batman asks the computer to send a message to Lucius. The secret facilities in the Bermuda Triangle have fallen. Batman needs new facilities up and running this week. But this time, he wants them far from the oceans. He then connects the device containing the collected data from the fallen base and sends it to Lucius. Suddenly, someone approaches him from behind and asks, "So, was it as bad as you thought it would be?" Batman tries to strike the intruder, but they easily defend themselves. The intruder is none other than Michael, better known as Mr. Terrific. We learn that Michael has been helping Batman with his research, gathering data from his own Earth. He's also been analyzing some very strange vibrational signals. Batman asks if Michael has told anyone about their collaboration. Michael assures him he hasn't. He would never betray Batman's trust. The computer shows Batman a massive figure. Batman asks Michael if he knows what it is. Michael responds he doesn't. Not what it is, nor what it means. Batman walks toward a vault. Mr. Terrific tells him there's nothing on this Earth that can explain those readings. To understand them, they'll need a higher being, someone with near cosmic levels of power. With this in mind, Batman decides to release someone he had kept locked up. Everyone had agreed this being was too unstable, but Batman knows he'll need him for what's coming. It's time to release him from his box, or rather, from his egg. Back in the Batcave, Hal Jordan continues his investigation. He's stunned by what he's seeing and remarks that only Batman would think of hiding a secret cave inside another secret cave. Hal asks what this place is. A mysterious voice, one we haven't seen yet, replies, "I can tell you that." Hal turns to Duke, assuming it was him who spoke. He asks his ring how many life signatures are in the room. Surprisingly, the ring says it cannot complete that request. Hal says that makes no sense. The same mysterious voice responds, "It doesn't, does it?" A mystery never makes sense at the beginning. Batman has been chasing this mystery for years. It all started with a metal tooth that could bring the dead back to life. Batman found that metal and extracted from it a substance never seen before. Duke and Hal Jordan continue walking through the area. In one corridor, we see a collection of evidence from Batman's past cases, especially from the Court of Owls. Suddenly, Hal stops. His ring begins to burn his hand slightly. The voice continues. This metal's mystery consumed Batman. He still didn't know what it was, so he formed a research team. A team that operated beyond Batman's usual sphere of influence. This team worked without the Justice League's consent. Not even the Bat family knew about it. Duke is surprised to learn that Batman has a covert team. Hal is worried. His ring isn't working. He tells Duke it's time to leave. But the voice asks them not to go. "It's so lonely here," it says. Duke's had enough. He knows Batman has secrets, and if he hasn't shared them, it's for a reason. The voice begs him not to go. Next comes the best part of the story, it says. It all involves that bright green, liquid metal, a metal that changed everything. They call it Dionysium. But Batman wasn't the only one to find it, was he? Hal loses patience and asks who's saying all this. The voice replies, "Oh, I think you're starting to piece it all together, just like I did." Batman is getting closer to the truth, and that's why Ganthet sent Hal Jordan to the Batcave. The Celestial bosses want the answers Batman is uncovering. Hal says his arm is burning and suggests returning with the Justice League. Something very bad is going on here. But Duke insists they keep going. The voice asks Hal if he's afraid. He replies no. The voice says it thinks he is. We're all afraid. It continues, especially when we're about to discover the truth. From that moment on, the world changes, and things never go back to the way they were. But if you're really that brave, open the door and discover the truth. Meanwhile, at the Arctic, Batman arrives at the Fortress of Solitude. He knows Superman is inside and asks to be let in. Clark opens the door and jokes that he wouldn't mind as much if Batman asked nicely once in a while. Batman walks in and says, "Maybe you're right." Superman notices something's off. He asks if Batman's okay. His heartbeat is faster than normal. Batman says he's fine. Years ago, Superman gave Batman a vault located deep within the fortress. Batman asked him never to look inside. He said that one day, he'd open it, and he'd have to go in alone. Now's the time. Batman asks him not to worry about what he's doing with what's inside. He'll explain everything later. Superman says he's seen the vault door. There's nothing on Earth that can open it. Suddenly, Scott Free appears. Batman called him in to help open the vault. Scott opens it with ease, and is absolutely shocked by what's inside. He can't believe Batman was foolish enough to store this here. Batman thanks him and says that'll be all. Scott is about to leave, but tells Bruce he should leave too. Bruce ignores him and repeats, "That'll be all." So what scared Scott Free so much? The vault contains a tower, the very same tower we first saw in Crisis on Infinite Earths. Batman asks the computer to run all vibrational data against the tower. That should allow him to trace the exact dimensional frequency of the dark energy. It's time to finally see what's hiding in the darkness. Back in the Batcave, Hal Jordan opens the vault. He's stunned and asks what the hell Batman's gotten himself into this time. The voice says, "Oh, I can tell you that. This is a mystery that stretches back to the beginning of time. It's bigger than all of us, and definitely bigger than the two of you. Don't you see? This was all one cruel joke. You're just a couple of pieces in Batman's puzzle, just like me." We finally see who's been talking. It's the Joker, who, after his last fight with Batman, has been imprisoned here, slowly losing even more of his sanity, and scrawling endless messages across the walls. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more content like this. I'm TJ Prime, and see you in the next video.